Okay, my name is Sonia Mbo, and I'm going to present Unit 7, which is about the human nutrition and digestive system. I will discuss the structure and functions needed in order to aid digestion, enzymes and their optimum conditions, and lastly, look at what constitutes the balanced diet. So I'm going to share the screen with you. So we are going to look at the stages of the digestion, which the injection, which is the process where we eat food, and then the digestion where the food which takes place in the stomach, where the food is broken into small molecules, and absorption where vitamins, minerals, and nutrients get into bloodstream. Then lastly, the elimination, or where undigested food is eliminated in the form of feces through the rectum. And then without these stages, the process is incomplete and may lead to serious health problems. And then the main functions of digestive system is absorbing of nutrients from food particles in order to give energy and increase body functionality. And digestion, which is the gastric juices from the stomach that break the food molecules so they can be absorbed and eliminated. And then now we're going to look at the main organs which are responsible for digestive system. The main organs, which is mouth, stomach, small intestine, the large intestine and rectum, and then the anus where the elimination takes place. And then we have what we call accessory organs, which are salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, and then we have teeth and tongue, which also helps with the digestive system. At the mouth, here at the mouth, that's where everything starts. Mechanically, digestion starts there. If we put food in the mouth, the salivary glands, which are sublingually, and they release an enzyme called amylase, and then which digest starchy food. Most the starchy foods are like the carbs, the carbohydrates foods, and the lingual lipids that helps break down food molecules and help digest fatty acids. And then they mechanically break the food into small pieces, which the enzyme softens, and then the tongue mixes and rolls the food with the saliva during what we call mastication, that is chewing of food. And then the food changes, and then in that process, we will call that food the bolus, and goes down through the esophagus and then into the stomach, where the chemical digestion takes place. Once in the stomach, the bolus is mixed with and chunked, and it becomes more fluidy because there is a lot of acidic conditions there, and then it changes the name and it will be called the chyme. And then after being called the chyme, it goes into the gastric juices from the stomach contains an enzyme that is called pepsin, which is found around the stomach lining, and it's responsible for breaking the proteins into smaller peptides, then creating amino acids that can be eventually absorbed by the small intestine. And then in the small intestine, it is a site of digestion and absorption. Small intestine have three different parts, which are duodenum and jejunum and ileum. The duodenum is very alkaline, and there, when the chyme is moved into it, it becomes alkaline and moves along the peristalsis mixed with the pancreatic and intestinal juice until digestion is complete. And then the end product is absorbed and then through the walls of villi, and the residue, it goes to the large intestine, the green ones here, which we see. And then the large intestine is divided into portions, also these portions, and it is the stop for the feces elimination through the anus. And then commonly known as a bowel. In this area, the whole area of the large intestine absorbs water and removes waste material by passing through these colonies, all these colonies, they pass through up to where it's expelled here by the rectum and then come out through the anus. And then now we are going to discuss about the optimum conditions of for the enzyme in order to function at their regular rate. They must have a temperature of 37 degrees, which is our body temperature. So if the temperature is cold or too hot, the enzyme struggles to work efficiently, and it will prevent the protein from connecting with the substrate in order to carry on the digestive process and speed up the reaction needed for digestion. And then here is a picture of the rate of the reaction of the optimum condition. There's the rate of the reaction on the side and the temperature needed. So the temperature is needed up to here to around 40 usually. And then if it's above here and or less here, then the process, it won't go well. Now we are going to look at what constitutes a balanced diet. A balanced diet is made of 5 groups, which are proteins, carbohydrates, vegetables and fruits, dairy and oil. You must have a little of each in order to maintain a good health. You must roughly consume 50% carbs, 20% protein, 30% fats. This is recommendation for adults and children under over 5 years. Proteins, which are building blocks of the body, are involved in metabolism, fluid balance, and muscle development, which are proteins, we get them from meat, eggs, and other things. They are generated through amino acids. Carbs increase concentration, coordination, and produces enough energy to get through the day. Carbs, we get them from rice, pasta, and potatoes. Vegetables and fruits have fiber roots, and they help to lower blood cholesterol and give vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. Dairy products increase our calcium and bones and hair, and dairy, we get dairy products from milk, cheese, and so on. And then we need a bit of fat in our bodies, that is unsaturated fat like butter, oil is very good for us. And then above all, we need water. We need about 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. Water is vital as it prevents dehydration, transports nutrients, gets rid of waste products in our bodies. So water is very vital in our bodies. And in summary, we need all this, a bit of this, in order for our diet to be balanced. And in summary, I have discussed the structure and functions needed in order to aid digestion, spoke about chemical and mechanical digestion enzymes and their optimums, and what constitutes a balanced diet. And I thank you for listening to my presentation.